I recently purchased the Cricut Foil Transfer kit for my Cricut Maker, and I wanted to see if it would work on the different types of foil that I already have. And so I tried it on these different types of foils. Okay, I've taken a picture of my mat with my camera, and I will just upload that image. And it's right here. And we'll just have it simple. This is simply so that we can get a background image. We're going to bring it in as a print and cut. And the reason I'm doing this is so that I have a snapshot of my mat to see where I'm going to place my designs. So I'm going to select this and we'll insert the image. Now I have this image cropped to exactly the size of my cardstock, which is 12 by 12. And now I'm going to insert an image, which is what I'm going to want to try and foil with these. And this may be the page that you come to when you select images, and so just browse all images so that you can get art type, and you want to select draw only. These would be the types of designs that are good for foiling or engraving if you want to do some engraving or drawing with a pen. And so I think I'll select this image right here, which is included with my Access subscription. I want to change this to a foil. I'm going to use the medium tip of the foil. And then let's expand this so that I can see really well where it is. And I'm going to right click, I'm going to duplicate it. Okay, now I know that 12 by 12 is too large for the Cricut to understand what it is we're trying to do here. So I am going to just create a shape of a square, and I'm going to set the size of this to 11.25, which is the maximum size of a shape that my Cricut Maker can cut. And we're just doing this basically as a placeholder. And so I'm going to change this to a draw just so I don't have a solid line there. Now I want to position the square in relation to the cardstock that's underneath. So in my layers view, I'm going to select the square, and then I'll also hold down my control key and select the picture of my mat. Then I'm going to align it center horizontally, and then I am going to center it vertically. Now once I've done that, I no longer need my print and cut. So I'm going to select all of these, including my square, and I'm going to attach them. And so now I'm going to go to Make It. At least now my foil should be in the right position. So I'm waiting for it to find my maker. I'm going to say this is medium cardstock of 80 pounds. It tells me I need a pen in my A clamp and the foil transfer tool in my B clamp. And so we will now go to my Cricut Maker. Okay, the foiling kit comes with the holder, and it comes with 3 tips. And each of the tips has got a line on the bottom. So the one line is the fine, 2 is medium, and the 3 is the broad tip. We are going to use the medium tip, which has 2 lines on it. So to put it in the holder, you just push down on the plunger and you put it in the side with the tips facing out. And so now you have this ready. Okay, now it's told me to put a pen in my A-clamp. I'm just going to leave that blank because I don't want to draw. I just had that drawing square there as a placeholder. And then I'm going to put my foiling tip in the B-clamp. And then I've got my mat here with a different foil. And so I will feed it in. And then as soon as my Cricut light starts flashing, we'll go ahead and start it. Okay, so now it's giving me a chance to put my foil on. Since my foil is already on, I'm going to just go ahead and press on the Cricut light. Okay, now it's finished. I'll go ahead and eject. And most of the designs pretty well stayed within the region. Some of them are off a little bit, but this is just an experiment. And I predict that these 5 did not work, but this one did. This one is the Cricut foil, and the rest of these are some heat transfer foils and also toner transfer foils. Okay, and I'll carefully remove the tape. Okay, this one is the foil quill, and actually I'm surprised it looks like it did transfer, and did better than I thought it would. Next is the Glimmer foil, which is the same type of foil as the foil quill, which is a heat transfer foil. And this is the Glimmer foil, and it worked well too. In fact, it seemed to work a little better than the foil quill foil did. Next we'll try the Gemini foil, which is also a heat transfer foil. Okay, this is the Gemini foil, and it also seemed to transfer quite well. Okay, now for the toner transfer. This one is Decofoil, and it did not transfer at all. And this one is also a toner transfer. This one is the Minc Foil, and it transferred a little bit, but not as well as the heat transfer foils. And this one rubs off a bit. Maybe if you used a higher pressure, but I can tell just by rubbing this that it's smearing it around. So it looks like the Deco type foil, which is the toner transfer type foils, do not work very well. And this one is the last one. This one is the Cricut foil. This is the foil that's actually designed for this technique. And of course it did very well. Did very well. But the Decofoil, I mean not the Decofoils, the heat transfer foils, these up here also did very well. The foil quill was the worst of those, but I would say that the Glimmer foil and the Gemini foil both did an excellent job. I would say those are comparable to the Cricut foil. So in summary, the foils that seem to work well with the Cricut Foil Transfer Kit are the Foil Quill foils, the Gemini foils, Glimmer foils, and of course the Cricut Foil Transfer foils. The Decofoils, on the other hand, do not work at all with this system. The Minc foils will transfer, but they do tend to rub off quite a bit. And this concludes my video of trying different types of foils with the Cricut Foil Transfer Kit. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!